this crypto art world. I'm more and more excited about it every day. I keep jumping into clubhouse rooms where people are talking about it endlessly. And basically, it seems like it's the future without a doubt. And my goal is to be a major part of it. So I have a whole bunch of paintings, of course, that I plan to release as collectibles in the NFT world. And slowly but surely, that's going to happen. So I'm not sure what's happening on YouTube here. Yeah, it keeps messing up. YouTube's messing up, but that's all right. So yeah, the goal today is to frame this small painting and work on another shadow box piece where I'm actually gonna have to tape together some pieces of cardboard in order to make it fit with this, and then frame it like with this thing. How I want to frame it. So yeah, should be interesting. I definitely want to talk more about crypto, but it might not be everyone's favorite topic. Regardless, it's taken over, like it or not. You're a part of it. So welcome to the new world, the new future. And I'm gonna have some fun. That's my goal. So let me start here. Man. I don't know if YouTube's hip on this crypto stuff. Doesn't seem to want to push this out to many people. It's been having issues. The whole live streaming platform has been giving me some issues. When I first logged on, it was messed up, and then yeah, it keeps going back and forth. How's everyone doing? If you're in the comments, drop a comment. Let me know you're here. Where are you coming from? What are you up to today? How was your day? Did you have a good day? Did you have a bad day? If you had a bad day, why'd you have a bad day? I'm sorry to hear that. Movable object. How we doing, Matej? I don't know. AK, what's going on? There we go. Now YouTube's catching up. How's it going, everybody? I'm working on framing a small painting today. This is the small painting. It's actually from the Million Little Fingerprints era. It just sold from my website. I'm so excited about it. It is the one that says Patience Pleases. So I'm framing it up. This is going to a collector in Columbus, Ohio, which is just down the street from me. It does have some verification stuff on the back from me. But yeah, how great is this? So sometimes the glass on this is just atrociously taken care of. Hey Maria, how you doing? Tell us more about this crypto. What kind of crypto are they using? Absolutely, let me tell you. All right, so in this crypto world, what's happening is people are uploading their artwork to be what's called tokenized, meaning you are adding a layer of verification to your artwork by adding it to the blockchain. And oh, you can't see this. This is super interesting what I'm doing right here. I'm actually taking off a little dust and flecks off this glass using tape. So what they're doing is, someone like me has all these small paintings, and what I do is I scan it, and then I can upload it to a website, the website that is that I'll be using for for the soon to come drops, as they're called. It's called OpenSea, and it's basically like a marketplace for these crypto art pieces. And it can be digital art, it can be a digital scan. That's what I'm planning on doing, making digital scans of my works, which you've already seen me scan a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, Mo, if you like the clickbait, you got to do it. I realize you got to have it, right? I'm not mad about it anymore. I used to be mad about doing clickbait. I was trying to just be a realist and, to say what I was doing, but apparently that's not as interesting to people as, setting up some sort of actual comment. So what I'm doing actually right now is getting all these dust flecks off of this piece of glass. Typically you send work to a framer to have them do it, but it's tough. So yes, in the comments, immovable object said that sounds like I'm getting in at the ground level of something supermassive. Yeah, I really do feel like that's the case. Because it is the ground level. This stuff is not really taken off. It's not mainstream by any means. So I'm just doing my best to be a part of it and stake my claim and really put my best foot forward in the space as well. I think my art is perfect for it. It is collectible in nature. Oh man, I just put so much more dirt on there. It's collectible in nature. It's small. You can own the physical items. It's kind of like Pokemon cards that have been digitized, essentially. I call them Maclinmon cards. Immovable. Good shout there. So one thing that people are finding is that you can buy clips of, you can buy actual video clips or video highlights of someone doing literally anything, and you own that thing. So somewhat like NBA is doing it right now. They're doing highlight reels. You can buy an NBA official broadcasted highlight as one of these. They're called non-fungible tokens, and it's pretty bizarre. But yes, you can in fact buy highlight reels or a highlighted clip. So who knows? Maybe I'll start selling NFTs of these clips. What material is that paper? It is a type of paper. Yes. Sorry, I want to put this up as I scan. I guess I could do this, right? It's probably more interesting. So yeah, I'm just going through the process of scanning this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to scan this piece, and I will then be able to turn this into a crypto art piece. It's pretty epic. And I'm going to reduce the file size. Ooh, gotta change that. The market is about to crash with Dogecoin. I don't think so. Doge is in its own space. That's like something completely just meme worthy, Scan. Okay, now it's scanning. Cool. Crypto is 1000% the next wave. We just have to figure out how to actually implement it. And it's not easy by any means. Like, to have it accepted worldwide or by every single person is not the easiest thing. You have to completely change the paradigm of what people have believed for a long time. It's a lot to do. And basically what's going to happen is it's going to happen probably behind the scenes where people don't even realize what's happening. But yeah, it's absolutely the future, without a doubt. I see it. It will just be involved in everything, and you're, like I said, you won't even notice it really, because it'll just be technology that's implemented. I mean, you certainly don't know how your internet browser works, and you still use that. So, yeah, look at it that way. Daggers, I do regular art, but then I'm in the process of converting them all to be digital pieces. So now I've done my scan. All right, it is scanned. That means I can officially put that on the Ethereum blockchain. Now I can kind of go back into this and work on framing this painting. So it is a small piece. This came from the Million Little Fingerprints era. It says Patience Pleases over here. And what I have to do now is get the proper framing. In my mat. I decided to go with the black frame. I mean, it just looks epic. Really, really epic. Okay, something like that. It's probably good. So let's do this again. Yep. Eventually, you won't even need a wallet. I mean, you already don't really need a wallet. You can just use your phone to do everything. Almost everything. Hopefully, the government does not monopolize it. I mean, that's the point of cryptocurrencies, that it is decentralized, right? Meaning owned by nobody, not one. Oh, I love this. This looks so good. Looks like a window into chaos. I love it. Getting the right frame is sometimes difficult. Back in 2016, a businessman offered a real estate agent 13 million and 500 Bitcoin, which is worth 1 billion now. He decided to choose 13 million for the house. Yeah, you know that's a it's a painful mistake to make. But hey, you know, sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. I am. I saw Abby. Hey, Abby, I saw your message earlier. I forgot to respond. So how do you reignite that spark if you've been a little bit bummed during quarantine times or pandemic times? My best advice would be to go try something new. Go try a new activity in real life that's not necessarily related to creativity or art. It will really help you just get a new perspective on things, basically. Windows into chaos. Nice, right? So there it is. That's it in the mat. It looks so good. I mean, oh my God, I love it. Let's see. That's how it looks in the frame. The black frame is real nice. Pretty cool. Tesla did buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin. I mean, that drove the price up drastically, right? Something that was totally unexpected. Man, there's just so much dirt. Dirt and dust. It's very difficult to escape that aspect of framing. It's really frustrating and takes quite a bit of time to, unless I have an air blower, which I don't. So we got to do it. What kind of paper is that? This paper is, it's just cardstock. You can get it at any art craft store. Costs like $10. It's just a cream colored cardstock. It's actually the paper I used to use for the Mind book, but no longer use it because I found a much better eco-friendly, sustainable sourced hemp paper. So I decided I'd rather use that than, crap. Gotta be super careful with this. The problem with glass over frames is that you can, no matter what, you always see it. So you got to be really, really particular. Bitcoin is very hyped up. Of course, it will crash. It happens every single year, every single year, without fail. That's what happens. It's called price action and testing price levels. So yes, of course it will crash, but if you yeah, I don't know. Just go back in the history and look at what happened to Bitcoin over the years. It goes up. Like Bitcoin was at $3,000 last year. Just so you guys know. Apple might buy Bitcoin. Probably not right now. I think it's a terrible investment right now. I don't think any of these companies are really all that interested in Bitcoin. I think they're more interested in the crypto technology, and they're trying to get more people interested in it so they can implement it into their ecosystems. That's my guess. Okay, there we go. Patience pleases. It sure does. These are all, every cryptocurrency that you're buying is 1,000% an early investment. Only think about it that way, if you ever done that. Freya, this is not the frame I've been working on. Just adding some more verification things to it. Sometimes these frames you buy at the store are not the best. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Patience pleases. Mac Lembilski. I should probably sign it. It is signed. I guess that's my signature. I'm going to sign the mat. With white. The question, how can you get the money? I don't understand your question, Mauve. Oh, I got to be very careful here. I did it. Whew, that was stressful. Hardest part of my day. No, today was a wild day. Crypto is definitely an amazing technology. The future possibilities are going to be incredible. Don't worry about another thing to consider is don't worry so much about the price of it all. Just get concerned with the technology and what's actually happening there. Basically just ability to verify all transactions and all items that exist, actually making sure everything is truthful in philosophical and realistic terms. What materials do I have? I use acrylic, which dries too fast, and oil, which dries too slow. I mean, I use everything. Maybe, if you want your acrylics to dry slower, you can add some sort of paint thinner. There's ways to slow the drying time of that. Oh, there it is. When your desk gets so messy. The Fed will get in the way of Bitcoin if they think they can prop the dollar. I'm telling you, it's such a painstaking process. There's a little piece of white dust over here, and I can see it perfectly. This looks really cool. $50 made $34 million from Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, guys, 50 Cent is a brilliant innovator in a lot of different spaces. He's a very smart businessman and investor. So yeah, he's made a lot of money, and that 34 million might be worth even more. Today it might be twice that when that statement came out that he in fact had a whole bunch of Bitcoin. I think he sold some albums too for Bitcoin without even really knowing about it. This part drives me absolutely crazy. I don't have the right tools to do this, but I do it anyway. Turner, what's going on? Picasso-esque work. Thank you so much. What inspired my art? I mean, every artist ever that I've ever seen, basically, would be my best answer. I know it's probably not what you want to hear, but if I've seen something, it's probably influenced me in some way. I love all art. I love, the entire space that gets created every time someone makes an art piece. So I'm a huge fan of everything. I guess not everything. That's a little ridiculous to say. All right, there it is. See how long that took? That really does take some time to frame a small painting if you want it to look really, really great. I don't have the right tools, so that's why it took so long. I blame myself. No one else to blame but me. But yeah, that's what goes into that. All right, so that one's done. This has been sold. I just have to package it up. I won't do that on camera, but it looks really, really good. Turner, hey, so great, man. I'm so glad you're inspired to do more work. That's what we got to do, guys. If you want to do something, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be a creative, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to do these things, we learn from the great Jake Paul. It's every day, bro. Do it every day. Best friend Kyle, I'm doing really, really well. Right now, what I'm going to be doing is taking these pieces of cardboard and taping them together. I should use glue, but I don't have glue. So this is kind of just a test that I'm working on. So I'm going to take these pieces of cardboard, I'm going to glue them together, tape them together, so I can put them in here. And then on top of this, I can put my piece of art. so that it sits flush like a float frame. Simple as that. What's my dream job? My dream job is to make art every day that reaches lots of people every day. But as I continue, I mean, I don't know, it changes. I just want to do the things that I want to do. Like, I have so many different verticals that I work in. I have a company, I have my art that I do. I'm an app developer now. I have my own personal app. I've been helping other people develop apps for quite some time now. I'm just, busy in so many different avenues. I really love it. Yeah, I guess my dream job is art. Do I think that bad art exists? There's a certain quality of beauty that can be agreed upon, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Final answer. Who am I to say? That art might inspire someone to go make another piece of art, right? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Some stuff sucks and you don't want to watch it and it's slow and it's whatever, but whatever. Have I seen the movie Interreflections by Peter Joseph? I have not. Should I? Is it a good movie? What's it about? Why did Logan say these paintings were so easy a baby could do it? Probably because he didn't see the amount of work that went into it. He was just looking at the final product as opposed to the process. Logan's moving to Puerto Rico. I'll be joining him. No, but I'll go visit for sure. I mean, that's awesome. Advice to anyone who has been told they will never make it anywhere. Yeah, go rub it in their faces that you can do whatever the heck you want. Nobody can tell you anything. If you have a dream in your mind, you can go achieve it. Like, seriously. I know that's so cliche and you've heard it a billion times, but let me be the guy to tell you that just go follow your heart, go do the things that you want to do, and there might be some weird parts in it, but you can survive. You can do it. Yeah, nothing's perfect. No job is perfect. No choice you make will be perfectly perfect. Xavier, yes I am. So I'm only going to do one piece of tape on this thing so I can... I'll do two pieces. I'm really just trying to test this out. See how it works. Actually, I'm going to scan it first. Think with my brain here. So while this is going, we'll do this. Isabel, hey, good to see you. What I'm doing on this stream is I just framed this painting. This painting was sold to a guy in Columbus, Ohio today who interviewed me on my Instagram. We did a little live stream. It was a lot of fun. So if you want to go watch another little piece of content from me, go check that out on my Instagram @Macklin. But right now what I'm doing, so yeah, I framed this piece. I did. Oh, wow, it's really delayed, huh? Something's going on. But I framed this piece. It looks great. Now I'm scanning other stuff. I'm trying to do something and talk at the same time, and it's very difficult. I'm scanning another piece. I am going to be making this little float frame here out of a wood box for a small piece. and having fun. Yeah, I don't know. Talking about crypto stuff, it's so interesting to me right now, and I'm like all day I'm talking online to people in that world, in that space, and getting involved and seeing how I can make my stuff. I mean, look at like all of these are small collectible pieces that I've spent a lot of time creating. You know, I can digitize them and add them to an online marketplace. Why not? So, what's up, Sky Blue? How you doing? What are my thoughts on the afterlife? So interesting. Afterlife. What happens after life? I think there's more. I think being a human being is just one phase of the existence of our existence. I think there's more to see after this. More to feel, more to be a part of, maybe. Let me go back to this chat. What motivates me to get up every day? I mean, honestly, like being here to share my work in front of you guys. That's one. I love to paint. I want to be like my goal that sits next to my bed is to be Ohio's greatest artist. I decided to set my bar there. It feels really good, and I'm doing my best. And you know, just the general thing that I really like to do what I do, so I got to do more of it. I have a mark to leave on society. Am I familiar with Jean-Michel Basquiat art? Absolutely. Some people, Basquiat's art is not bad. I mean, like, if you look here, you can see that he's certainly inspired my work, without a doubt. So he does not make bad art. That is a fact. It's true. Subconsciously beautiful work. Will I sell any of these little collectible pieces? Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just in the process of making them right now. I'm not putting too much thought into selling them or how much I want to sell them for. I have some ideas on how I want to do it, but ultimately I want it to be a part of the NFT world. I think they're very valuable as collectible pieces, and I'm really, really excited to bring my artwork to that space. And yeah, I mean, the digital asset is just as cool as the little one. I do want to do a gallery or some sort of exhibition on showing these to the world, but I don't know how to do it yet. So, oh, sorry, I forgot to turn on my camera. Could I perhaps do a painting representing what I think of the afterlife? I think it would look great. Yeah, let me do it. Okay, you ready? Okay, there it is. What do you think? I know it took me a while, but it's ethereal. The Mind website link in my description doesn't work. Uh-oh. Well, that cannot be. That would, I mean, make a lot of sense. If there hasn't been much traffic going to that website. So let me see. Oh, and it changed my thumbnail. Son of a gun. MindSX/products/book. Nah, she good. It works. Must just be you. Yeah, it took me right to the website. We're good. Yeah, there we go. Glad you got it to work. So now we got to center this perfectly. Oh, this is hard. I can actually use the camera, the overhead camera. Oh, I love it. Very cool. Look at that. Pretty cool way to frame a painting. These are just little wood boxes that I saw at the $1 line at the art store. I was like, all right, whatever. Um, yeah. Is the float frame piece also for the Ethereum website? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't really think it needs to be. It might be. I might do that, but I'm more so just testing this out. I wanted to see how it worked and what happened. I'll probably have to like drill a hole or something in this to make it work. But pretty awesome, right? Like this is a $1 float frame now for the piece that's really cool. Cost me $1 for the frame. I saw these size artworks for around $60, $65. So you do the math. Pretty good. Future plan, 1-year goal. I'd like to advertise Mind Books more. I want to be able to sell more of these. My goal is to sell. My friend Harris said I could sell 100 a day. I think I could probably manage. If I'm personally making them, I could probably manage selling 10 a day. But I want to sell a lot of these. I also want to have an art gallery, and I want to build a bathtub. I have a really awesome idea for a bathtub, so I'm going to do that. Movable. You're really talking some deep stuff right now. Maria is asking advice for not knowing what to do with your life. I'm just overthinking, but I'm having doubts about what path I'm currently pursuing. Maria, you haven't even gone to college. Just know that you're still young and that no one has it sorted out. And as you go into your first year of college, you're going to take a whole bunch of classes that are really going to tell you whether or not you're supposed to go in the direction that you started. And if you love the stuff you do, you'll be energized. And if you don't like the stuff that you do, you'll be depleted every day. So trust that when you feel really excited about something, it's taking you in a good direction. And when you're like totally disgusted and terrified and tired every day, you're going in the wrong direction. And know that it's okay to be honest and open about the things that you want to do in your life with the people around you, your guidance, the people that guide you, your family, whoever it may be. Take ownership of your life. Make a decision on the things that make you happy. Trust that. Cool. So yeah, this one's good. Look at this. I'm like watching myself on the stream because it looks really nice. But how cool is that? You know, I got 2 frame paintings today. I'm going to go get the larger frame and I'm going to do some colors, which the gesso should be dry. Yeah, stop overthinking. Best advice I could give. Oh, yeah, you have no control over your thoughts, so just control them. LOL. That's the irony of it, right? And let's look at Rev Cucumbers Tech comment. Take a measure that you can do and make you money, but yeah, that's a good thing. But float frame idea. How did I come up with this? I mean, I know what float frames are. I've always wanted my work to be in float frames, so I saw this wooden box. It resembled a float frame. I knew that all I had to do was create a pedestal and then tape this piece down, and that it would look like this. Took me about 1 second to think about that. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So I have a really fine gesso on this. And I know that if I put this down, you're only going to be able to see white. Maybe that's okay. It's not so bad, huh? Ah, okay. There you go. Thank you, Razzle Blaze. Appreciate that. I'll change that. You absolutely do have control of your thoughts, by the way. I just want you to know that you can gain mastery over your thoughts. It takes practice and attention to what you're thinking about and knowing that you can change what you're thinking about. Sometimes we get into thought loops, but you have the power to draw yourself out. So I have this gessoed piece right in front. Well, you can't see me. I have this gessoed piece. It's really nice, 16 by 20. And I'm going to try it out, see how these markers, these paint markers respond. I have not tried them on a canvas yet. I've been using just the paper that I use. And yeah. So, have I ever been to London, UK? Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Been there twice now, I believe. Wow, how fun. This is going to be cool. I'm like kind of nervous. Not really, but ooh, one thing that's going to be difficult is getting this to flow really well. So I'm going to have to do a lot of stuff to make sure that this marker really is pouring out to the best of its ability. These markers are Liquitex paint markers. They're acrylic paint markers. Still waiting for Liquitex to sponsor me. Hopefully that's coming soon. I want you to be able to see this whole thing. Can I blend them? They don't blend too well. The paint dries pretty quickly. So no, I cannot. I guess I can, yes, but I don't want to. The point of this piece is not to do that. What I'm making right now is a 16 by 20 painting. This is a commission piece. This is actually going to London. So yeah, the gesso really does take away a lot of the power of these. I think you just have to really be using a heavy flowing marker if you wanted to use these markers. I don't really know if they're the right tool for this painting. They work really well on paper, not so well on this canvas, but that's okay. You gotta test it out. That's why I do it. What's up, Eckham? How you doing? See, the yellow works really well. The yellow. Maybe it's because I just haven't used it enough on this canvas, or maybe this yellow is just flowing well. This is interesting. I love these colors together. I just want to say that again, make sure people know it. They're really beautiful. Do all my art pieces have meaning, or some of them just aesthetics? Some of them are just aesthetics. I mean, the meaning behind this is primary colors. I think they're beautiful. I think the balance between them is so powerful. And part of it is about me coming back to Cleveland and readopting an old style color choice I used to paint with when I first started painting. Yeah. Just really trying stuff out. Abby, I did see your comment. Awesome. Tell your brother I said hello. I don't know. Now I guess the red's pouring out a little bit better. Like I said, I really love these markers for paper. I don't know if on canvas they're the right fit, but it's doing its job, so I can't complain. Oh, I mean, wow. I think these markers just need to get started. It's kind of like warming up your car in the winter. Does anyone live on the East Coast, or did anyone get snow in Texas? I mean, the snow's coming down like crazy. It's insane. Eugen, that's exactly the point. I mean, I'm looking at it from a different perspective than you are. Think about that. I'm the way you're seeing it is upside down, right? So, is it upside down? Not really, but first white paint. Use a little white. Cover that with red. You know how it goes. Belfast in the house. How we doing? Oh my God, the blue. There we go. All right. I might end up using acrylic paint, actual acrylic paint for this. Because it looks good, but it's kind of... At least at the moment, it's a little underwhelming. Personally. When did I start with art, and when did I sell my first art piece? I started in 2018. When did I sell my first one? I think May of 2019. I made a really big abstract piece. Good friend has it. Good family friend has that piece. It's getting places. This is getting places. I like it. I like it. I don't like it. I'm not done yet. Maybe that's the answer. How did I get into art? I got into art after... Oh, I think I answered this question on every live stream. I got into art as a young kid, making videos and taking pictures. And I got into painting, more fine art, quote unquote, fine art stuff in 2018 after a breakup. I was sad. That's life. Do I use brushes? Not really. I've never really used brushes, to be honest. They're just not for me. Maybe. I don't know. I don't flock to them. I tend to use other things other than brushes. Just because it feels better. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I don't want strict marks. I can use brushes to make like obscure marks. But yeah, I really want... It's a little stringy. I think this might just be the test. Figuring it out. My favorite beer. My favorite beer is a beer called Truth from Rheingeist. It's a brewery in Cincinnati, Ohio. But actually, I don't really drink anymore at all. I realized it just like made me, like the next day I'd wake up and feel bad, like not feel good in general. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just stop drinking. And it's been great. I don't know if anyone's like tried to not drink alcohol for a little while. But it's powerful. You just stop drinking and then I don't know. Why do we even drink? Why? I think it's, consumerism. We're sold that you're supposed to drink at a party. Gives you something to do. It changes your mood. But lately I've just been like, why would I want to do that? If I wake up the next day and I feel like crap, like I'd rather just feel good, right? And I can be fun without alcohol. I can have fun entirely at any situation without alcohol. So, yeah, really just not giving into pressure there. Did living the LA lifestyle stifle my creativity, and did I get artist block living there? Stifle my creativity? Absolutely not. Um, I mean, my thing is I'm going to be creative wherever I go, no matter the circumstances. So, no would be my answer. But I could see how it is an issue for some people. Joseph Girardi, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, hey, guys, today on Clubhouse, which might be a sentence you hear from me often. Today on Clubhouse, I entered a room with a very well-known artist, known as the most famous artist. If you heard anything about those monoliths that were popping up all over, he was actually, I think the leader of the crew that built all those. And I entered the room, and then before I knew it, I was in charge of the room, and I had to guide a discussion on a topic that I just started learning last week. So, I mean, thank God I'm able to absorb all the information I receive when I go into these rooms and be able to kind of put it into my own words and understanding. But oh my God, I don't want to say I was in over my head, but I had to put on the pants there, and it worked. It was fun, a lot of fun. Drinking alcohol raises your chances of getting colon cancer by. I will not. I can't verify any statistics on that. I don't know anything about that. Because like part of the argument for drinking wine is that it's supposedly healthy for you. One of my theories on alcohol is that our distant relatives, part of the culture was drinking beer because it was like slightly alcoholic water, essentially, 1% alcohol water, with a little bit of barley flavor that would kill all the bacteria, so the water was clean. So we kind of grew up and evolved drinking alcohol, and I mean, I just don't know. It becomes part of the culture, but we have to always check in with ourselves and make sure that what we're doing is proper and that it aligns with what we believe in and how we feel. And like a lot of times when I drink, I'm telling you, I wake up the next morning, I'm like, oh, this is horrible. Why do I feel this way? One, number two, ugh. So I certainly don't drink to get drunk. I might have a glass of wine at dinner every now and again, but I kind of just cut it out. I was like, yeah, whatever. Don't need it. Stopped drinking over a year ago, using other things. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to stop drinking, but you just got to check in that you're not replacing one vice with another. There's a comment here. About alcohol helping people escape the pain of human consciousness. And I think that's completely wrong, like entirely wrong. It might help you temporarily distract yourself from the emotions you're feeling, but I really don't think it's going to ever completely help you escape. It might just put a smoke screen in front of your eyes so that you can get away for a moment until you have to wake up and realize that what you're doing is not helping. It's my personal opinion. What are my opinion on psychedelics? I think you have to be very careful if you're getting involved. Psychedelics are not for everyone. It can really alter your perception on reality. And you have to be conscious when making a decision whether or not you want to involve yourself in that world or not. And understanding that it will have implications after you return from your experience. Don't know. Freya, I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more with what you just said. All right. I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. I think it needs some refinement. It's tough at this size, right? Like when I do these, typically they're this size. So this size is very different than this size, you see. And I really have to work my way around it and figure out how to do it. Xavier, you're in a good spot, man. Awesome. Thanks, Maria. Appreciate it. I'm doing my best, you know. I want it to look awesome. I still have to figure out, you know, what exactly this style is supposed to be when it's produced at this size. I'm really, you know, I'm not entirely focused on it, to be honest. I'm a little bit distracted by the chat. I've had an interesting day. So this is just a test. I'm glad I'm doing it live. But I might have to come back to the drawing board when I'm not, or when I can focus entirely on what I'm doing. It's a big piece. Not big. I mean, it's good size. It's 16 by 20. Not crazy. Not crazy big. We're getting places, huh? All right. Have I ever been to Ireland? No, I have not. Mark, I did hear about the move. It's pretty exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I actually love Puerto Rico. My sister lived there for a year and a half, and I was fortunate enough to be able to go visit her while she was down there. I think Puerto Rico is such a beautiful place. I love that island. I love the people. I love the energy. I love that it's very European in feel, but also, what's the word? Latin. It's a Latin European flavor that's part of the U.S. I mean, such a unique place. And we're really lucky as United States citizens to have that just south of our major landmass. I don't think a lot of people have considered it to be as great as it is because they just haven't spent time there, but I love Puerto Rico. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What's my favorite piece of art? I probably haven't made it yet. Unless you're talking about someone else's art. In which case, no, I haven't made it yet. That's my answer. It's going to be a building or a structure, if that helps. I'm just cluing you into my future. My future is going to have some awesome architectural designed buildings in it. Architecturally designed buildings. I mean, I don't know how you would not have an architecturally designed thing, but if I go to Europe, make sure to go to Portugal. Oh, I can't wait. I'll go to Portugal. I'm going around the whole world. I'm going to see the whole thing. I want to see every place, every nook and cranny, at least as much as I can. Am I going to be an architect? I will be part of an architectural team, hopefully. You know, being an architect involves a lot of specific know-how, and I don't necessarily think it's in my... It could still be in my destiny to go back to school and go to architecture school, but I don't know if it's really in the cards. At least right now, I don't see it happening anytime soon. And that's, of course, maybe exactly when it's supposed to happen. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to be an architect to have a dream vision of a building, right? Imagine Mac designs a non-architecturally designed Mac tower, and it just looks like this. It's just like a whole bunch of colors that stand vertically. Yeah, no, I don't think that's possible. If I could speak to one artist from all of time, who would it be? I think the simple answer is Leonardo da Vinci. Io parlo italiano. Let's see. I can't speak Italian when I'm under pressure. I can think in Italian, but speaking is just a whole separate thing. It's really hard. For example, will I be doing monolithic structure that I was talking about earlier? I won't be doing monoliths. It's kind of already been done. But I have some really, really awesome ideas. I mean, I want to design interior spaces that are like designed for the sake of experience, like experiencing a place and having the whole thing be the art exhibit. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking to myself, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to say. Monolithic stuff? No. But yeah, I mean, I'll make a monolith. I'll leave a monument to my existence in the physical world. Also in the digital world. I mean, that's what's happening with this cryptocurrency stuff. That's why I'm scanning all these paintings. That's why I'm so invested in the crypto sphere, as they call it. No one calls it that. I think I just made that up. This is going places. I don't want to do black on the yellow. Maybe the black goes on the red. No. All right, this is going to take a while. Bear with me. This part takes a second. Can you see right here? These little dots that I'm doing? We're going to be here for a minute or two, at least. Fadi, what's going on? Of course, I'm going to hit the microphone every time. Come on. All right. So here's here's a part that I want everyone to kind of clue into real quick. This is a part in artistry that often gets overlooked. When you paint a painting, it's one brushstroke at a time, right? Oftentimes it's one brushstroke at a time. But when the viewer looks at it, they're going to look at every single piece on this painting as one image. So something to consider when you look at a painting next time is look at it as each individual brushstroke that put together combined makes one image. So as I make however many little dots it's going to take to fill up this spot right here, and then the next yellow, and then the next yellow, and then the next yellow, and the next yellow, just know that every single one of these was placed by hand, by me, over a period of time. And it's what separates someone from saying, hey, I can do that, or hey, anyone could do that, and actually doing it, right? My experience with this is that making abstract art is easy. The hard part is doing it. That's I love it. I think it makes perfect sense. Anyone can do it. You just have to do it. And now I'm done procrastinating, placing all these tiny little dots. One thing I have to be careful of is that the rhythm doesn't get too congested and too linear. It's supposed to be a bit erratic. The crazy part is that I can't actually see the corner of the marker that I'm putting these dots down with. So I'm kind of just guessing. And I guess that's part of the reason why the dots start to look the way they do, because my control is limited. This is fun for me to talk about what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because it's really, really making me consider what in the world I'm doing. And then maybe, when I'm 40, 50, 60 years old, I can go back and be like, wow, that dude was ridiculous. What the heck was he thinking about? I wonder what 60-year-old version of Mac will be like, wow, thank you 25-year-old Mac for doing all that stuff. My life is so much better because you worked every day for a long time in order to make art for the world. So now I live comfortably. That's what 65-year-old Mac would say. Wow. Red dots on yellow. Takes a while. But it's so worth it. It's very, these feel like every single one of these is a little ruby or a little gem that I'm putting down. Maybe I'll just be the Bob Ross of abstract art. Bob Ross was like so unbelievably talented. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you guys know or have seen his painting stuff. Like, just honestly so incredible what he was able to do in such a short period of time. on live television. Was he live? I don't think it was live, but I mean, wow. He was really something. We owe it to Bob Ross for bringing us the joy of painting. I'm kind of like the upside down Bob Ross. I don't have an afro on my head, but I have an afro uh, on my chin. That's gonna be my new tagline. I'm the upside down Bob Ross. Honestly, I know he walks you through step by step on how to paint a painting like him. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I really don't know. I'm sure given a lot of practice and time and effort I could, but it's not where my interests are, so it's not really something I see myself doing. So shout out Bob Ross, changing the game or making the game, I guess. I wonder if he was the first ever painting show. Does anyone know this? Oh man, this is a huge yellow spot. Oh boy. A lot of times I get the question, how do you have the patience to do these things? And the answer is it's not necessarily patience. I just would like physically have a reaction, like a negative reaction if I didn't finish it. So I forced to by compulsion. Uh, Exhilarating. I know. Movable, that's totally possible, man. Who knows? I think I guess if and when the US government shows us the aliens exist. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm an alien. I forgot to tell you guys. Some of you already know. But yeah, I am, in fact, not from this planet. Um, I'm sorry I have to tell you like this. But yeah, once we find out about aliens for real, I mean, it's going to really shift a lot of things dramatically. Whether that's this year, next year, 10 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 100 years from now, it will really change the way we think about things and existence and our place in the universe. Slightly scary, slightly fun. Joe, I have, as a matter of fact, thought about doing clothing. Right now, I have hats and socks available on my Mind website. The link's in the description if you're interested in any of that stuff. I'm in the process of building it. It takes a while. Clothing is a very particular industry. It's a lot of material sourcing. It's a lot of testing, and it's rather expensive to get a true clothing brand started. I don't want to just sell off T-shirts or whatever. I know a lot of people ask me if I can do clothing with my artwork on it, and I'm happy to do that. But I just haven't found like a way I want to do it. I haven't been so interested. So I'm kind of hoping that there is actually someone who sent me a message about this that I've been, I haven't been able to get back to. So I need to get back to them and really dive in with that. Because they sent me some ideas on doing clothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's it's a really particular thing because I want the clothes to be good. I want them to be the best. I want them to be clothes that last for a really long time. I don't want to just sell a T-shirt with a print on it. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here for real, tangible things that are fashionable and functional. We're getting close. Two more spots. Do I still talk with Evan? Yeah, absolutely. I just called him the other day. It was his birthday. Evan's awesome. I'm glad he's really leveled up into the streaming world. He's such an entertaining guy. Really, just so much energy. That's really awesome to know him and be his friend, I guess. I don't know. He actually recommended I start streaming on Twitch. And maybe I'd alternate days between YouTube and Twitch just to, kind of integrate with a different audience. Help me find my planet. Nice title. I don't typically name anything until the end, and then I just wait for the name to come. Sometimes I don't even name things. I don't know if everything needs a name. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Why do you think we often attach paintings with emotion? Why do we think? Because it's evocative, right? It draws something out of you that makes you think differently. It's an image that you've never seen. And then once you see it, you have to make a quote unquote judgment about it, right? You have to, I guess you don't have to. You could look at it very passively and not contribute any element of your personality to the painting, but that's kind of what we're here for. We're looking at reality through someone else's eyes. Oh, there's 3 more. Oh my God. We're going to be here all day. Twitch will be a great platform for me. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm very open to trying it out. I haven't done it yet because I've always thought that YouTube was kind of the best place for me to very quickly do a live stream and then just have it be saved to the channel. It works really, really well for me. I know I can do that on Twitch too, but I don't know exactly what it takes to be involved. I haven't been in that world, so I definitely talked to Evan a little bit about that, kind of what the Twitch world is like and what it takes to be a part of that. So I'm very open to it. I think maybe 2 days a week or 3 days a week, whatever it might be. My goal right now is stream every day. I didn't on Sunday, and I might not do it on Sunday. I probably won't stream on Sundays just to give myself a little bit of a break and enjoy my life, you know. But 6 days a week, 3 days on YouTube, 3 days on Twitch might be the move. If anyone's good at Twitch, let me know. All right. So I don't have any orange on this piece, and I don't really intend to use any. I'd like to figure out what I'm supposed to do with the green. I know. Let me look through my notes. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing on green. All right. Okay. Unfortunately, nothing there to help me. Let's check the other notes. Oh God, what's going on? What are my thoughts on religion? Am I religious? I have read like all the philosophical or religious texts, almost all of them. And I think they all have really valuable components to them. I think it's kind of, we're in this era now where we're supposed to really be interpreting stuff for what it is, and applying our elevated consciousness to principles delegated to us or, yeah, given to us in the past. So you got to be careful. It can't be, dogmatic in what you believe. I guess you can be. It is your choice to believe what you want to believe. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're allowed to believe what you want to believe, basically, as long as you're not hurting anybody. That's what all the religious texts talk about. Just be a good person, right? If you need foundation, if you need structure, or you need some sort of information on things that have worked in the past on a way to live a proper and good life, good being a subjective term as well, you can read into those philosophies or religions and really dig something out that might help you. But the world is an interesting place these days with a lot of people trying to take control of other people, and it always has been. So you gotta live for yourself. ASR kind of thing, hot topic on Twitch. Awesome. Cody, hey, thanks for coming by the way. Appreciate that. Thank you. It's been an interesting couple of years, and here we are. Got to figure out what to do on this red. I think the red needs. I'm going to do yellow on the green, and then red will be left. Tough. This green is tough. Okay, so here's one of the problems I'm facing is this green is really, it's great green, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit different than another type of marker that I have, and it just doesn't translate the same feeling as the other colors do. So that's why I use it so sparingly in the other, in the other elements of this piece. And it's just, the yellow doesn't work well with it because it doesn't soak in right. It's fine, but it's not great. I don't know. I'm not mad about it. Cody, I am absolutely married. I'm married to the game. Wow. All right, Cody, you went real quick to being disrespectful. You don't need to be like that. All right. Um. Yeah. Whoever dislikes the video, whatever. That's cool. You do you. I mean, probably don't do that. That's cool too. But I'm doing my thing. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I'm trying to provide for you guys. Make sure you stay inspired. I'm inspired every day that I wake up. So I figured why not share that? That's I recently realized that like me being inspired every day is kind of a superpower, or it's something that I have that not a lot of other people have. So if I can, do my part on this planet, it's to one continue to bring beauty into the world to the best of my ability or the way I see it. And you might see it differently. That's fine. That's cool. I get it. But yeah, I'm doing my best to bring beauty to the world and share it with you guys. And I gotta share it. That's it. That's the final answer. Gotta share this emotion. I know I used that little white marker earlier. Hey Cody, that's fine. Just relax. That's like you don't need to come on and slander someone that you don't know personally. Um, you know, that's such a tough sound. Ugh. Sorry if you can't really see that. Hot pink dots. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Immovable. This is. Thank you for being here today. You really just opened my mind. I've been limited to the stuff that's in front of me right now because I put everything over there, and I'm not using all of the tools that are available to me for whatever reason. I guess I haven't gotten there yet, right? Maybe that's why I said let me leave it for the end. Yeah, this white just really wants to soak into the green because the green just the pigment of the green is different than the pigments of the red and the blue. So weird. So weird. Beef fry, yes. Maybe the red. Add some pink on the green. No, I'm gonna add pink on the red for sure. For sure. I don't know if you can hear the sound, but it's wild. Thanks for coming by, Harry. Glad you're enjoying yourself tonight, you know? Draw lines from the shoulder. Really like watching the painting from the beginning. It totally gives you different perception, I'm telling you. That's why I think it's so fun to paint alive. I love it. I love doing this. What do I mean? I'm married to the game. Married to the game. I'm just like I'm working on my art. You know, I got a lot going on. I don't really have a lot of time to commit or devote to someone else right now. Um, so rather than split my time in between a human and my art, I'm working on my art right now. I'm not. I don't have everything sorted out. I'm not perfectly situated the way I want to be just yet. So I got to keep doing that. So there's some ideas. Oh, I could add yellow to the red in small amounts. I don't know where my pink marker is. It's got to be here somewhere. I'm not, yeah, I'm the upside down Bob Ross. I'm not Bob Ross. Man, these colors are just great. I love them. I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do. Hi, Mackenzie. How's your crochet blanket coming? Oh, Mackenzie's working on a painting. Awesome. Good for you. Had a really good day. Sold a lot of paintings today, so I'm feeling real good. Feeling happy. Crunchy. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, man. Caleb, what's going on? Cody, thanks for coming by. Peace and prosperity. Appreciate it. Lots of peace. Lots of peace. There we go. Feels good. Simple. Less is more kind of thing. Crunchy roof ceiling stuff. I get it now. I see what you're saying. Yeah, popcorn ceiling. Yeah, I can't do that with the pink, unfortunately. It's not the right material. I have some ideas on how to do it or what to do with it. Oh man, I missed the yellow. How is that even possible? How do I feel about a year since being locked down? It's pretty tiring, pretty exhausting. The masks are starting to get a little frustrating, to say the least. We got to do what we got to do, you know. There's much smarter people working on these problems than me, so there's only so much I can do and say. But I mean, I'm optimistic that we'll be. I just keep saying soon. We'll be back to normal soon, and by normal, obviously, we have the new normal, whatever the heck that slogan is. But yeah, you know, life is life. We'll find a way to survive and adapt, right? That's what humans do. That's why we're on the planet. Still on the planet, right? Fionn is asking how much this painting would sell for. So this painting, I'm okay with talking about it because I think it's exciting. This painting has been commissioned for $640. Now, what you won't see is, maybe this isn't the one that I end up going with or offering to the person. This is my first attempt at going at this size with this style. Haven't done it before. Didn't really know what to expect. So it might not be the one I end up going with. So basically, I was paid $640 to make some attempts, or hopefully I get it right the first time. I like it a lot. I think it's really going in the right direction of what I want. But yeah, it's up to it's up to me to say yes, this is worthy of offering to the person that purchased it, and them to ultimately say yes, that's something I would hang in my house. Can you see that? You can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. I saw online that Liquitex markers come in metallic colors. That's something I would do. Yeah, absolutely. I would. I'd absolutely do that. Use some metallics. I think that'd be fun. It's not easy. Those are, they kind of live in a world of their own. Metallics. What does it feel like knowing my art is on someone's walls? I mean, it's probably the coolest thing ever. I freaking love it. It's a great feeling. Feels. I mean, it's pretty simple feeling, but I really do enjoy it. I just like the joy of seeing people's faces when they get the pieces, and knowing that that's what will be. They're gonna look at it pretty much every day, probably, and then eventually it just fades in the background of their life, and they don't think about it the same way they used to. Hmm. Oof, this is tough. I do not paint portraits. I just take picture portraits. It's a lot easier for me. Mackenzie, that's great. I'm glad you're doing more art. That's exactly what I'm trying to get people to do. Make more art. Just do it. Go have fun. I kind of feel like I'm playing Sudoku. Definitely have put music on in the background before, but then I got a whole bunch of copyright strikes, so I got to figure out how to get like super non-copyright strike music. Ugh, that messed me up. Any tips for songwriting or music production? Yeah, just pick a topic, like pick a general idea and then research that general idea so deeply that like it's the only like make an entire page just about information on a topic, a single topic. It can be a topic, very very simple topic, or it can be a more evolved topic. Um, but yeah, just dive super deep into one thing. Immerse yourself entirely in one idea, and I really believe in doing one song at a time. If I ever start working on like three songs at one time, I lose track and control of the emotions that I was feeling at the time while producing or creating, and it just gets in the way. The way I learned that is actually when I first started producing music, I downloaded the free version of Ableton, and with the free version of Ableton, you can like there's some workarounds you can use where you can like record stuff, but you literally have to like record a if you want to export a track, you have to like record it to Audacity essentially. You have to like sit there and wait for the whole track to finish and finish recording or printing. It's like super analog. But it was the way I worked around only having free software and still wanting to export my music. So I just did that, and I also you can't save, so I'd have to work on one song at a time. Just one song, only one song. And if I couldn't close out, I couldn't move on to anything else. I had to work on that one song and finish that one song. And then what happened is I got the paid version, and I was able to save and start jumping around. And basically what happened is I'd start on one idea and I'd be like, oh, this isn't very good. Let me move on to the next. And I'd be like, oh, well, I want to come back to it. And then I'd come back to it, and then it wouldn't be the same thing. And then da. So yeah, you gotta be careful. We're getting places. I like it. But it still needs more. Thanks for coming by, Harry. Get some rest. Oh, it's horrible. Gotta wait for that black to dry. This got smudged. Gotta be so careful. When you work with black, it just can really quickly get in the way, cover up stuff. And if it smudges, you see it everywhere, no matter what. Gotta be really, really careful. Why you can smell the markers? I mean, they're pretty strong. You know, also that's something I included in this super high definition stream. It's called Smell-O-Vision. Of course, you can just smell right through the screen. Wasn't sure if you were aware of that. This is cool. I like it at this size. It feels good. It feels really good. I gotta fix that up, of course. And then this over here got messed up. But overall, it's feeling pretty good. Do I find it weird interacting with so many people regularly on the stream but not really knowing stuff about them? No. You probably don't know a lot of stuff about me, right? Yeah, I'm just telepathically communicating with all of you, so you get to smell what I'm smelling. Sounds ridiculous, but it's true. You just got to believe. I just don't like the green marker. I don't like the green marker. It's so frustrating. It's a good green. It's nice. It's just not really what I want, which is why it's so difficult, because it's such a large size. I can always get a large green marker that would do what I want it to do, but man, it's such a big marker. Okay. Calling in the whiteout. I guess that's what happens. You just make mistakes, you move on. I should have painted the green. I mean, it is paint. It's painted marker, you know. It's just not the right pigments. The pigments in the green aren't the same. They don't transfer the same. You want them to, but that's not what happens here. It's frustrating. Different applications for different tools. I tried, right? I definitely said at the beginning this is more of a test than a final painting, as far as I'm concerned. But it might be. It very well might be a final painting. So that's what the whole thing looks like. Probably hard to tell a little bit with the reflection and the glare. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to finish that. Okay. It's signed. It took forever. It took forever. That part took an hour. Maybe more. I think it took more than an hour. So, diligence, patience, it pays off. This is what it looks like. I really love it. I will say I was skeptical at first. Sometimes I doubt myself during the process, and the patience aspect of this takes a moment. It can be a little overwhelming, um, but yeah, I feel good. I feel really confident about it. Now that it's done, once I put my signature on it, I kind of love it a little bit more. Um, and yeah, I'll send it over to the person that commissioned it, and we'll see what they think, and hopefully they really like it. That's kind of the goal. A couple other things I did today were make this float frame for this really tiny painting. It's pretty awesome. I wish I had autofocus on, but I don't. So it's just a $1 piece of wood box that I bought at the art store, and I took some cardboard, glued it together, taped it together, and then stuck that on top. Pretty awesome. And then the other thing I did was frame this small piece. This piece is going to a guy named John down at Ground Sounds in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, John. He purchased this piece, so I get to drive it down to him. I'm actually going to go drop this off, hand deliver this piece sometime soon. It's in Columbus, so it's only 2 hours away. And he was so gracious as to invite me onto his live stream today, do a little interview. If you want to check that out, it's on my Instagram, @Macklin. If you want to support me, go to my website, macklin.io. Super easy. And yeah, buy one of my paintings or go to my my business website, which is, oh, this is going to look so cool when I do this. www.mind.sx, and I sell a whole bunch of different mind-related products that are basically supposed to clue you into mindful living anywhere you look, mindful conscious living. And yeah, I want the best for everyone. I want you all to be happy. I want you to all live consciously and create your own worlds, because I found the power of it. I found that I'm able to do what I love every single day because I believe that I can, and I'm confident in myself and my abilities, and do what I love. And that's made me happy, whether or not I had a whole bunch of money or lived anywhere. So I'm here. I'm happy, having fun. I hope you had some fun today. This was a lot of awesome energy. It took me a while to get everything moving and going in the right direction, but of course we figured it out and have fun. I'm gonna just upload some stuff here real quick, and we're moving on. You know, we're leveling up every single day, and I'm just so grateful that we can all be here together on this live stream because it's a lot of fun. And I'm gonna keep doing it every single day because that's what you got to do. It's every day, bro. Shout out Jake Paul. Yeah, I don't know. If anyone has anything to say before I go, please say it now. Forever hold your peace. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm learning more about this crypto world. If you're interested in learning anything more about cryptocurrencies, I'm probably not the guy to talk to, but if you want to talk about NFT art, which is kind of this new wave of digitizing your artwork, I feel like I have a lot of information. I've been researching, studying, doing all that stuff, just so I can transfer the knowledge. That's all I got to do. I absorb things really well, and then hopefully can reflect them pretty well to you guys too. So thanks all for coming by. Make sure you like and subscribe, please. It does help out the channel. And we got to do more. Maybe I'll take this over to Twitch sometime, but right now I'm on YouTube, having fun, doing my best every day. Peace. 8 p.m. tomorrow.